Hi everyone, this is Laura Lynn from the Mama Pop Quilt Shop, and this is Long Arm Wednesday. We're working on a customer quilt today. It's got a bit of custom and a bit of edge to edge to it. She's done a beautiful herring / crane bird. It's like a patiques or patax, however you want to say it. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato, you know what I mean. So anyways, it's full of this beautiful, beautiful fabric. It is just stunning. I'm actually just going to take the small camera over so you can just see how beautiful these little birds are and the fabric tones in it. It's just gorgeous. So she's done this as a gift. And of course I want to make it so it pops. So it's just fantastic. So I've done she's got this beautiful like hexagon border around her centerpiece. There's a big, huge heron crane in the center. It's black, it's outlined, it's been stitched down, it's got like greenery, and so I will highlight that with water and grasses once I have the rest of the quilt done, but that's just, I wanted to get the outside done and then work on the inside. So I've put several big feathers. There's one in each corner. So there's a nice big, this green triangle section here. So it's called Finite, sorry, and it's by Kathy McTavish. Hold on. I know I had this right. Karen McTavish, I'm sorry, of Legacy Quilting. So I'm using her feather in here, and then there's just like a leaf with a little swirl on here. And then in this side is going to be the one surrounding her center design is going to be all me just doing some loops, and it's going to tie in with these little leaves and little loops over here. So I'm going to let Walt do his thing. Hit the quilt button, and hopefully it stitches where I want to stitch it. Sometimes stuff happens, and like that is a little bit over too far for some reason. That did not go where I wanted it to go. So stop. 1 second here. Why did it go all the way over there? Okay. Try. It's all a bit of tweaking. That's the way you have to do. And I make my boundary points like every few inches. I make it so I know exactly how this triangle is on this quilt. I'm just not assuming it's got a straight edge from that corner to this corner to this corner. I'm not putting it on 3 points. I'm doing, like, I think one of them was 85, the other one was 78, that sort of thing, just to making sure that I have all those edges where I need them to be, because I don't want any of my designs to not go where they're supposed to go. And unfortunately, it takes some time and some tweaking, but I think I may have figured it out. So let's try that again, and it should move over to there. Okay, I'm gonna put some little locking stitches there, and hopefully, with a little lean on this side, it should come straight down here and start doing its little quilty on the feather this way. It's going to do one side and then come all the way back and then do the next side and then work its way down the center or something like that. It does a little center line. So we're going to hit the OK button. Perfect. Now you do have to watch it. It's not like something you can just walk away. You don't want it coming over onto this black part. So sometimes you have to put a little pressure on the one side to make sure it's not going to go over. You know, it's just a matter of tweaking. It's beautiful. And the celery thread. This is Glide. Glide's one of my favorite threads. Obviously Gamble and the Statler really like it. They work very well together. I've tried a few other threads, Signature, what was the other one? Someone also suggested King Tut, but I haven't tried any of King Tut's threads so far, so. Maybe, I have a lot to Glide to get through first. So this is Celery that my customer chose, and I think it went very well with everything over the quilt. And in fact, in some of the black parts, it kind of almost shines gold. And in the green, I just want that really nice, you know, like look to fill it up and give it all the natural feel. I've done a scalloped edge on either side, framing the center pattern. And when I flipped it either way, it kind of looked like little fishes. So it's like a fish and a tail and a fish and a tail sort of thing. So It's looking fantastic. She's gonna love it. So is her person she's gonna give it to. I hope. So this is working on the way on the inside. And it'll come all the way up into here. I think it was 10 or 15 minutes that it took. I forgot to time the first one. I did time the second one, but then, you know, shiny objects and stuff just totally distract you. So we're getting ready for Christmas in the quilt shop here. Very, very excited. Got some wall hangings and some quilts for sale. That was the mischievous cat. I thought he was going to jump up on the long arm. And of course, good old Sophie sitting there. It's a good girl. Mama's good girl. All right, so now it's doing its almost its center part, and it's going to make its way back. And like again, I want to make sure I'm watching this edge, that it's not going to stitch in my precious little black border. Well, it's not my black border, it's her black border, but you know what I mean. And it doesn't take, you don't have to whack it, it's a little tiny little bit of pressure to make sure that those stitches are going to stay within that line. Because we want it to look as perfect as we can get it. There we go. There's quite a few close ones. I just want to make sure. Because the last thing we want to do is unpick. The Grim Reaper comes. Oh, that was a little close. Oh, that's a big one. And now it's just going to work its way to the bottom here. That's just another little pressure on that side. It's beautiful once it's all stitched up. It's just amazing what you can do with your software. A little flip and twist, and because I made sure all the points of the feather, like the point from this end matches the point on the other end coming the same way. Like I didn't go put that point over here. That's not going to make any sense. You want to tie it together, make it almost seamless. Like it was meant to be. There we go. That was another little tight one here. Couple more. There we go. Then the rest come up a little bit. It's just the way the feathers are. So, and then it comes back and does a little line to kind of join all those little feathery bits together. I think we're okay until this big one in the center here. But as you can see, in very, few minutes, it fills up this nice big triangle. And you could square it out. You can just put this and mirror it and flip it again, and you got one on the other side. Like say if you like it as a block. I've done it so it's like this big, and now I've done it so it's this big. And I think actually in the one that I have behind me here, my little scrappy cross, just want to make sure. There's a big huge one on the bottom, and it's about the same size. I really liked it. So hopefully you've been doing your Christmas shopping. I had a birthday on Saturday. It was very exciting. We laid hardwood floor. Hubby asked what I wanted for my birthday. I wanted hardwood floor in the bedroom. We didn't have anything in there before, so it was just subfloor. So I feel like I'm an adult now. I got a grown-up bedroom. Little things at a time. Can't have everything all at once. Got to work for it. Then you get rewarded. So very excited. Now we're going to get it painted today, being Long Arm Wednesday. Should be here any moment. Fantastic. Now straight down the center. And then we can start setting it back up. I love customer quilts. They are just so pretty, and whether they've got a kit or scraps or what have you, it's beautiful to see them coming in and going out, because that's what we like to do here. Quilt them all up nice and pretty and send them out. All right, there we go. And I'm just going to do the same thing right over on this side. And I think I want to make sure I've counted my points again. See, there, seems good. There. Yeah, I wish you could see the big camera sometimes, or the big TV sometimes, so you could see how just even just this tiniest little smidge, it just wavers just a little bit. So if I hadn't tweaked those feathers, they'd be going on either side. And that's not what I was looking for, or my customer wasn't looking for either. So I think I'm okay. So it's going to take quite a few minutes for me to tweak this feather into that little section. So I will say thank you very much for watching this Long Arm Wednesday, and hoping you're watching the weekend projects, because we're on block 12 of our Christmas quilt coming up on Saturday, and we are very, very excited here to be putting it together. So I'm going to show you put together. We're going to do the block and then attach it to the row that I've already have preset done. It literally just needs that little block in the section and then a strip of black underneath, and then pretty much the quilt top, the main part of it without the borders, will be done. So I want to send a big hug to my mom. She watches all the time. Love you, Mama. And we'll chat later. Thanks very much, everybody. Bye-bye.